Hey there guys, in this video we're going to be going back to the Grace of Flame and we're going to be using that new ex0 Rain that I got. And Rain is going to lead a party of Fire and Brave Exvius units, and we're going to get an all mission clear on the Grace of Flame. So for our side of the party, our damage dealer is going to be the free Dark Reagan, or Reagan Dark Lineage, and then we're going to take a Ibarra friend, which is also buffed by Rain's leader skill. ex0 Rain is going to be basically just like the fire support and the party leader. Lena for support chaining Esper stuff and the field. Ash will be our cover tank and our machine killer, and then Vaughn will be our breaker, Mirage, and our human killer. So let's give it a go. Alright. So to start off, Kioma does, her stuff. So we're going to use Lena to do her field on turn 1 with her LB. We'll start Ash in the base form to auto cover, then go to the shift and use her shifted LB, which is an LB buff, stat buff, etc. Vaughn will do Mirage, we'll do a big fire imperil, and then a defense break. Rain will do Fire Imbue for the party, a full stat break, and then we'll do his Fire Amplify thing. And then we're going to do the base form LB of Ibarra, and then we're going to Extreme Nova Chain with Reagan using a Vision card. Make sure you click Ibarra first because our Reagan is using a Katana. And nice chunk of damage on turn 1. Okay. So Kioma does some AoE magic, we're covering it with Ash, some physical, we're miraging it, and status effects, we're wearing immunity. Okay, so the boss now has Mirage. We will triple Graviton Cannon with Lena to get rid of 3 stacks. Vaughn will use his LB to get rid of the last stack, also for Human Killer. Let's put Ash back in the base form in case we win this turn. We may or may not, depending on variance. We'll use the LB of Reagan. We'll bring Ibarra to the shift, and we'll just triple Absolute Mirror of Equity to support chain and refill her LB gauge. And then our EX1 Rain can use Absolute Mirror of Equity. So let's go ahead and see if we're going to get lucky with variance. If not, we'll kill next turn. It really don't matter either way. We did. Okay. And if we didn't, the boss would have been at like 5 or 10% health. We would have just chained again. No big deal. Okay. Now it is time for Tato. Alright, so once again, we are going to start Ash in the base form. It's important you start it in the base form for auto cover. Go to the shift form, and we're going to use her shifted LB for, again, buffing up. We're going to use Vaughn's SLB or LB. If you're only EX2 or something, the regular LB is fine, but we're going to SLB because it's available. Rain will, again, buff the party. We're going to do some more breaks from the boss, and we'll do his fire amp thingy. Lena is going to, we're going to do the Extreme Nova with you. We'll go to the base form with you. I think Lena's going to net the site this turn, so we take less damage on Ash, because our Ash is a little squishy compared to like Abigail or Cecil. Yeah, I don't want her to die. The rest of the party may die, like Vaughn dies and re-raises, the rest of the party guts. We don't really care. I really wanted that extra damage by using Ash's shifted LB. So it's really messy doing it this way, and Ash may even die. No, she didn't. Nice. Okay. But the important thing is our DPS units did not die, and that's all we really care about. So we're going a little bit messy and rough, but it's fine. Okay, now this turn, you need to either use double Nethicite to stop the Dispel, or just get Dispelled. I want to stop the Dispel, so we're going to double Nethicite it. But before we do that, let's use the SLB of Reagan. Let's shift to the shift form with Ibarra and just do triple Absolute Mirror of Equity. Vaughn is going to do My Brother's Gone for the bigger Spirit Break, so we can get a little more damage, because this boss is probably the most annoying of all. And then we're going to double Cura. Now you want to do this first before we start Nethiciting. Also Ash is going to go to the base form, where we're going to cover, Shelga. And now we have mitigations. We're going to take a lot less damage. We didn't do any mitigation on turn 1, is why we took so much damage. Again, I was going very messy. And then we're going to use the magic break. Lena will do a Nethicite. Rain will do another Nethicite source. So we'll just Nethicite. And now we're going to go ahead and chain up the SLB of Reagan and Ibarra. Well, Ibarra is doing absolute mirror of equity to fill her LB gauge. There's the counter. We do have mitigation at this point, and we Nethicited the Dispel, or sealed it. So we are not dispelled. Okay, so we might kill the boss this turn, may not. Either way, it doesn't really matter that much. Just to be safe, we'll go ahead and summon Lakshmi to heal. Let's just SLB again, just to be sure. Let's see. Let's use Bolting Strike with these two. And we'll do the shifted LB of Ibarra. Let's make sure we're in the base form with Ash. Alright, yeah, let's go ahead and do this, and we'll see if we kill or not. We may not. We did. Okay, great. So there's a 2-turn, 3-turn, and now we're going to the final fight where we're going to kill, probably on turn 7. We're not going for any kind of like quick turn 1 OTK or anything. Alright, so what we're going to do, Rain will imbue the party, break, and we can just do all-door leader. We got to stay in the base form this time with Ash. We'll cover Shelga, and we'll do a magic break. Vaughn, we need Mirage. So Vaughn will Mirage, Fire Imperil, and I guess we can do a defense break. And Lena can go ahead and... We don't need to do that, actually. What can Lena do? Lena don't need to do anything. I guess she can just regen the party, whatever. So we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of damage here. We're going to use the LB of these two. This is not going to do a super ton of damage, but it'll do a little bit. We didn't do like an LB buff or anything. As long as we did more than 10%, it would have been worth it, because the boss is only going to heal for 10%. We did exactly 10%. That is going to be completely negated on turn 4, so we wasted our time. It didn't hurt anything either, though, so whatever. Okay, but we do need to go ahead and refill Ibarra's LB gauge. So we'll go ahead in the shift form with Ibarra. We'll just use some attacks to refill her LB gauge. We can just guard you. You can just, you know, imbue the party, whatever. Vaughn can just Mirage the party, whatever. We'll just guard Ash this turn, because this is going to be a relatively painful turn on Ash, because we're not using enough fire resist. So it's going to hurt, but with guarding it will be okay. Yeah, we're fine. Oh, we actually with the half health, so if we weren't guarded, we might not have been fine, but whatever. So we're going to get dispelled this turn. Let's go ahead and put up the big Katana in peril with Ibarra. Reagan can just hang out and guard. Lena can use her LB to refresh the field. Rain can just like put up breaks. Vaughn will just Cura twice and Mirage the party. Ash can cover Shelga and break. We are getting dispelled this turn, so keep that in mind. And we're going to be getting set up for the big burst next turn. Okay, there's the dispel. Let's see here. So, Ash will put up all the mitigations and etc. because we did get dispelled. And we'll put up the break on the boss. Let's see. Lena can... Hold on, before we do anything, let's have Ibarra do Wish of Vengeance. Let's do Mirage and Big Magnus. We'll do SLB with Vaughn. Let's have Reagan just put up his modifier buff. Let's see. Rain will imbue the party. Undermine, and I'm trying to think. And freedom, that whatever. And Lena can... I guess we'll heal with Lakshmi. I was trying to decide if I wanted to use like a remedy on Ibarra, because the friend is not status immune. Big sad face. Whatever. It's fine. Okay. And there's the heal. Oh, we did 1%, I guess, on turn 1. Anyway, now it is time to start bursting for real. So we're going to go to the shift form with Ash and do the shifted LB for the machine killer. Let's see. We're going to Extreme Nova. Nope, we're not. What are we going to do? We're going to Absolute Mirror of Equity. You will Absolute Mirror of Equity. Let's see. We need Mirage, too. No, we don't, actually. Let's shift you and do the shifted LB. Lena, do I have a vaccine equipped? You know, I have no way to cure disease on the friend. I guess they're staying diseased. Vaughn can... I guess Lena can Extreme Nova and Vaughn can Extreme Nova, just to build the chain quicker. And yeah, so we'll go ahead and deal our damage and we'll do a big chunk. It's not going to kill the boss or anything. It is a nice chunk of damage though. But we're going to do more damage in the next moment. Okay, so some attacks. Alright, so let's see. We need Mirage again. Let's see. Back to the base form of Ash. No, we can stay in the shift form. Let's do a big machine killer on Ibarra. Let's have Ibarra do bolting, focus. Rain will triple bolting. Lena can... Actually, Lena can do bolting, so Rain can do... Let's see, Reagan. Reagan will do... I want to refill his LB. So we'll just do bolting, and fill LB. That's fine. So Rain can also triple bolting, and Vaughn will cure, Mirage, and cure again. That's fine. And let's deal some damage here. Okay, and the boss is going to heal, but now we're going to get a big burst again, so it's fine. I wish the friend wasn't diseased. Oh, it's such an irritation. Alright, big fixed attack, no big deal, we're not worried about that. Okay, so let's see here. So now we're going to LBU. Let's Extreme Nova U. We need to Extreme Nova U again. So you need to triple Absolute Mirror of Equity, and you can... I guess that's it. Let's give it a go. Boom, final hits, and we got it. Okay, so a little trickier doing it this way because, you know, we're only using a free DPS, but we are using a good leader skill at least. And as you can see, that's the power of leader skills, buffing the party. So I'll show you the team's gear and all. So Ash in the base form is auto buffing, so Saintly Castle and Wisdom of Hest, because we do frequently skip buffing on turn 1. So auto buffing, some fire, dark resist, a little bit of water resist for the third fight, status immunity. And there we go. We're not provoking with Ash. Shift form, kind of the same thing. All we really do is drop the auto buffing and more resist gear in the shift form. So fire, water, and dark resist. Vaughn is our passive provoker. Passive provoke, decent amount of spirit. Resistances don't matter, but we do have evasion and then death immunity. Extreme Nova to support chain. Did we actually use it with him? I don't know if Vaughn actually did or not. I don't remember. Whatever. He's our Breaker and our Imperil and Mirage source. Reagan Dark Lineage is using a Katana, Titus's Garb. There it is, Machine and Human Killer, and then the Extreme Nova card for a little bit of chain frames. Maxed LB, Max Human, Max Machine. Lena is just support chaining, fire weapon, Scarlet Wave, Extreme Nova, bulk otherwise. She's here for the field, and then literally just like support chaining, and that's kind of it. Also a source of Mirage. Source of Nethicite to stop the dispels on second fight. If you don't have Nethicite the materia, you can give her Equipped Sword and Ash's STMR. Flaring Aether Rain is ex0, which means his damage is garbage. We gave him a Nethicite source. There it is. Here's his build, and his damage is going to be extremely, extremely low. But he is maxed on Human and Machine, and his base form LB is worthless. And then the friend Ibarra, wasn't status immune, but that's okay. It was just disease, no big deal. There it is. Unfortunately, the friend is not maxed on Human or Machine Killer, so a little bit lower, but it is an EX3 Ibarra, so they're going to be good damage regardless. But it would have been nice if they were maxed killers. And yes, I'm being a little bit harsh on Barry because he's a good friend. He was just on the news video, and I'm kind of making fun of him because he always says take his friend to trials, and he even told me I've got a big, powerful Whale-Dyed Ibarra set for you for the trial, and then I finally find his unit, and it's not status immune, and it's not even maxed on the killers. So Barry, you harass me constantly to take your friend, and then I finally find your friend, and it's not even built right. So yeah, but of course the power of EX3 Ibarra, he still heavily outdamaged me regardless. There it is. But yeah, there was in our EX0 reign, rocking it out with his 1 billion damage. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Can't even Brave Shift, but he can still be the leader, and that's all that matters. So we got all missions. It was a two. Did we 2-turn Tato? Or 3-turn? I think we 3-turn Tato. So it was 2, 3, and 7. 12 turns? Not bad for Reagan the free unit as our only real DPS. Okay. And a friend. See you in a bit.